Good morning students. How are you all? Welcome to our next session of English for class 6. So till today we have done grammar. We have done 2 chapters of reader along with 2 poems, that is we have done poem number 1 that says about the kite and poem number 2 a house, a home. So these 2 poems and 2 chapters from reader we have already done. Then along with that we have taken up sentences from your grammar book, Tune into Grammar. So we have done transformation of sentences, we have done types of sentences, then we have done question tags, then we have also done nouns, kinds of nouns. Then we have done nouns in the form of number, nouns in the form of gender. And today we are going to start another chapter, that is chapter number 1 from your supplementary reader book. And the name of your supplementary reader book is A Pact with the Sun. A Pact with the Sun is a very informational and educational book that is based on various themes like compassion, helping one another, loving, caring, honesty, sharing. So these all things you will be studying in the chapters that are included in this small book, A Pact with the Sun. Even a chapter is there on the name of this book, that is A Pact with the Sun. We will be reading that chapter and you will come to know what is the actual meaning of a pact with the sun. But for your information, let me just tell you the meaning of pact. I will not tell you the whole story, what is there in the pact with the sun, but I will tell you pact means agreement, a promise with the sun. So it is a story in which a girl makes a promise to the sun and sun also agrees to the promise made by the girl. So this way there is a story, a beautiful story in the book with the chapter name A Pact with the Sun. We'll be doing that, but for today we'll start with chapter number 1. So before starting the chapter, just tell me, can you tell me the house of birds, what it is called? Yes, we all know, we have seen it also, what it is known as? It is known as nest. Yes, house of birds is known as nest. And can you tell me where does the birds build their nest? Yes, they build it on the tree. Yes, so birds build their nest, their house on the tree. So this is a beautiful chapter based on 2 brothers, you can say, and the brothers were 2 birds in the story. They had one mother also, the bird mother. And then there is a tragedy that happens in their life. The 2 brothers are somehow separated by the strong wind that blew one day in the village. So what happens in the story next? What happens to the 2 brothers? So this you come to know when we read the story. So let us read this interesting and beautiful story with a lesson, with a moral, and you will come to know what is the moral of the story in the last paragraph, and there will be a very good lesson for you all to follow in your lives. So it is very simple language is there in the chapter. Let's read it. Supplementary reader is basically meant for you all to read it for yourself. Attempt the questions that are there at the back of the chapter, but we are going to take up in the class and we'll be doing the word meanings and question answers the same way we have done it in the reader copy. There is no need to maintain a separate copy for supplementary reader. We'll be using the same copy. You can either divide it into 2 parts or you can just continue your reader copy for your supplementary work. So before that, just let us read the chapter. So the name of the chapter is A Tale of 2 Birds. Tale means story. So it is a story of 2 birds, as I have already told you. So let us see what is the story about. Once there lived a bird and her 2 newborn babies in a forest. So what is there? 2 birds were there. 2 newborn babies were there actually, and they were living with the mother bird in the forest. They had a nest in a tall shady tree, and there the mother bird took care of her little ones day and night. So what was there? A nest was there in the tall shady tree. It was a very, very big tall tree, and they had their nest in that tall tree. And the mother bird, she used to take care of the 2 young babies day and night. One day there was a big storm. Now this is the twist. What is there in the story? From here the story changes. They were living happily, but then there is a tragedy in their life. Let us see what is a tragedy now. A big storm is there, that is a strong wind blows, and you know whatever happens when a strong wind blows, and especially the lighter things just like the nest of the birds, what will happen to it? It will obviously fall down. You might have seen in your homes also, if the bird happens to build a nest and a storm is there one day, then what happens to the nest? It is just blown away. So the same thing happens in the story also. There was thunder, lightning and rain. So this is the description of a rainy day. We all know it is first of all thundering of the clouds, then lightning is there, and ultimately then what is there? Rain. So, and the wind blew down many trees, and if it is a strong storm, then what happens? If there is a park or there is a garden around your house, you might have seen that many trees are blown away by the wind. The tall tree in which the birds lived also came down. Now see, the birds in which, on the tree which they had their nest, it came down. A big heavy branch hit the nest and killed the bird. So we are talking of which bird now? Killed the bird means killed the mother bird. So what happened? Another branch of a tree, it hit the nest, and the nest came down with the 2 babies, but then the mother bird was killed away. Fortunately for the baby birds, the strong wind blew them away to the other side of the forest. The mother was killed, but then the babies, they were carried on away by the storm, by the wind to the other side of the forest, luckily. Fortunately means luckily. One of them came down near a cave where a gang of robbers lived. Now what happens? Fortunately, you can write in your notebooks. You can note down all these meanings with a pencil in your book first. Then you can copy it down in your notebooks. So fortunately is what? Luckily. You can even note down the meaning of tale. It is story. Third, let us see what is another difficult word. So what happens? One of them came down near a cave. One of the baby came down near a cave where, and we know mostly who lives in the cave? Gang of robbers, dacoits. The other landed outside a rish's ashram a little distance away, and the other brother, the other baby, he was carried away to the other distant, that is, what was there? A rish's ashram. So he was carried away to the rish's ashram. Just see the difference. One is in the cave where the robbers are living, and one is in the ashram, rish's ashram, where the saints are living. So there will be, just imagine the difference in the views of these persons. There is a lot difference in the views of the robbers as well as the saints. Saints always think well-being of others, whereas robbers, they always try to rob the other people. They just want the things of other people for their self-satisfaction. They are very selfish people, whereas rishis, they are very honest, they are careful, and they are just very kind. So this is what the company also have a result on your character. We have one proverb also, man is known by the company he keeps. आदमी का चरित्र उससे पता चलता है जिसकी वो कंपनी, जिसका वो साथ रखता है. So this is the theme of the story also. Man is known by the company he keeps. So let us see what happens next in the story. Days passed and the baby birds came big birds. Now they became big. One day the king of the country came to the forest to hunt. We all know that kings have a hobby of hunting animals. So one day what happens, the king of that country, he comes in the forest for hunting of animals. He saw a deer and rode after it. He came riding on his horse, and when he saw a deer in the forest, he just rode after that deer. It ran deep into the forest followed by the king. Now when the deer saw the king and he understood that he has come to hunt him, so the deer ran deep into the forest, inside the forest, long away, and the king followed the deer. Soon the king lost his way and didn't know where he was. Then what happens? After following so many miles after the deer, the king lost his way in the forest and he even didn't know where he has landed. He rode on for a long time till he came to the other side of the forest. Now after walking for a long distance, he came to the other side of the forest. Where he comes now? Just think. He came near the cave where there were gang of robbers. Now let us see what happens with the king. Does the robbers rob him? So very tired by now, he got off his horse and sat down under the tree that stood near a cave. So now king was very tired. What he does, he ties up his horse in the tree and he takes a rest under the tree that was near a cave. Suddenly he heard a voice cry out. Then what happens? While he was resting under the tree, he heard a voice. What was the voice? What was the words? Let us see. Quick, hurry up. There's someone under the tree. Come and take his jewels and his horse. So it was a voice of whom? Can you imagine? Yes, it was a voice of the bird that has landed near the cave. And these words were spoken by the bird. Now what did he say? He said, quick, hurry up. I can see that someone is taking rest under my tree. And he appears to be a king of the country. He seems to be very rich person. He is wearing so many jewels. So let's rob him. Let's take all his jewels and his horse. Come and take his jewels and his horse. Hurry, or else he'll slip away. So he says, come, let's rob him. He even goes to the robbers. He says, let's rob him, otherwise he will run away. Please come fast, all of you. The king was amazed. Amazed is shocked, or you can say surprised. So hearing this, king becomes very surprised. He becomes shocked. So this means the bird was a friend of the gang of robbers. He looked up and saw a big brown bird on the tree under which he was sitting. So what happened? Suddenly his eyes reached to the top of the tree and he happens to see the bird who was sitting on the top of that tree. He also heard faint noises issuing from the cave. Then the king, he also heard faint means very slow voices, dim voices. They were talking very slowly so that no one can hear them. So we can say dim noises in a slow motion. Then he also heard faint noises issuing from cave means, issuing means coming from cave. Coming up from where? From the cave. And who was talking? Obviously the gang of robbers. He quickly got onto his horse and rode away as fast as he could. Now what does the king does? He becomes alert and he just quickly takes up his horse and he just moves away from there. So this is the first part of the story. Now let us see about the other bird. Soon he came to a clearing which looked like an ashram. So now he reaches the place where there was an ashram. It was a Rishi's ashram. The king tied his horse to a tree and sat down in its shade. He does the same thing as he has done just near the cave. He he ties his horse and he takes the rest under a shady tree. Suddenly he heard a gentle voice announce. Then he heard again the same voice of the bird. But then now the voice was very different. See the change in the words now. Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please go inside and rest. Now see the difference. Earlier, what was the voice? Hurry up, let's rob him. Let's rob his jewels and horse. Now, the difference in the words is, welcome dear sir. You can comfort yourself inside. Take a rest inside. Just see the difference now. The Rishi will be back soon. This means Rishi is not there. But then he is requesting the king to be comforted inside the ashram. There's some cold water in the pot. He offers him water as we offer to our guests. Please make yourself comfortable. The king looked up and saw a big brown bird in the tree. Now again, suddenly he sees up and he sees the same twin brother, that is the same brother of the bird he has seen first on the tree. He was again amazed, again shocked. This one looks like the other bird outside the cave, he said to himself loudly. So he talks to himself, he says, you look similar to the bird I have seen in the cave outside sitting on a tree. You are right, sir. The bird hears the words and he says, yes, you are right, sir. Answered the bird, he is my brother, but he has made friend with robbers. He says, yes, you are right. You met my brother who is friend with the robbers now. He now talks as they do. He also talks in the voice as the robbers are talking, because he has only heard them talking. So he will talk their voice only now. He does not talk to me anymore, and now he is no longer my brother. He considers me as my enemy. Just then the Rishi entered the ashram. Then what happens? The Rishi enters the ashram. Welcome, sir, he said to the king. Just as bird has welcomed, now Rishi also welcomes the king. Please come inside and make yourself at home. Feel as if you are at your home. You look tired. Rest for a while. Take a rest for while means sometime. Then you can share my food. And he also offers him his food. The king told the Rishi the story of the two birds and how each had behaved so differently, though they looked so alike. Alike means same. So what does the king say? He narrates the whole incident, how the two birds have behaved with him differently, although they look the same. The forest is full of surprises, he said. So the king says, I am so shocked by coming in the forest. This forest is full of surprises. The holy man smiled and said, now what does the Rishi say? He smiled and he says, after all, one is known by the company one keeps. So please underline, this is the moral of your story. The Rishi says, one is known by the company one keeps. If you will be in the company of good persons, you will also become a good person. If you will be in the company of bad persons, ultimately you will have their mark on your behavior, on your talk, on your lifestyle. So it is always good to choose the company first of good persons and then take your decision whether you want to be their friends or not. That bird has always heard the talk of robbers. He imitates them and talks about robbing people. Imitates means imitates. Imitates is to copy someone. When you just copy someone, you might have seen small babies in your home. They try to just copy their elders. Whatever your elders are doing, or if your elder brother or sister, they'll copy you. If you will laugh, they'll start laughing in the manner you laugh. If you pick up something from one of the pots, they will also try to pick up the same thing at the same time. So this means they just try to copy you. So this is what is meant here. He imitates them. That means he does the same thing as the robbers do and talks about robbing people. This one has repeated what he has always heard. The Rishi then talks of the bird that is there in his ashram on the tree. He says he repeats whatever he has learned in the ashram, whatever he has heard. So the same thing he has repeated. He has always listened to me, like the words welcome, please take a rest, there's a water inside, please quench your thirst. So this way he will also speak the same thing. He welcomes people to the ashram. Now come inside and rest. So he offers the king to take a rest inside. I'll tell you more about this place and these birds. So the Rishi says, please be comfortable inside and I'll tell you more about this forest and these two birds, how they got separated and what happened to them. So this was the story, the first chapter. We have already done the word meanings. You can copy it out in your reader notebook, and next I'll send you the answers for the questions that are there in your book. So I hope you like the story, you have understood each word, and you have also learned a lesson that you should be very clear in making your friends. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I will request you to please read the chapter once again and just go through the difficult words once again. Thank you for watching.